On number 7, again we have to use the properties of equality and get the x squared all by itself. That way we can take the square root of it. So let's go ahead and get that 4 moved out of the way there. We'll subtract 4 on both sides. That's going to cancel the positive 4 out, and so we have just x squared on the left is equal to a negative 12. Okay. Now we can go ahead and get rid of the square that's on the x by taking the square root of it. We'll take the square root of the 12 or negative 12 as well. Don't forget to add a plus and a minus. The square root is going to get rid of the square on the x, so we just have x is equal to plus or minus the square root of negative 12. I'm going to simplify my radical off to the right here. The square root of negative 12. What perfect square can we factor out of negative 12? Well, 4. So factoring a 4 out of negative 12, we have 4 times negative 3 left over there. There's no more perfect squares we can factor out of negative 3. Okay, we can check, but there's none. So we're ready to take square roots. The square root of 4 is just 2. The square root of negative 3, well, we're going to go ahead and know that we can break off a negative 1 from 3, or negative 3, so we have 3 times a negative 1 technically. And the square root of 3, well, that will remain as the square root of 3. Okay? It's irrational. We can't take the square root and get a nice whole number. The square root of negative 1, we're going to write that, of course, as I. That's what we define the square root of negative 1 to be. So our final answer is x is equal to plus or minus 2 square roots of 3